Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today, oh, what a day it has been already. I said this in the previous two videos that I just filmed for From S9 and Rocket Punch, but we've had a triple hit today of 4th gen girl group releases at the start of this, a very busy and intense week for comebacks, and it's been an amazing time. I've had a great time so far, and I am finishing up today on aespa's release with Next Level. I obviously watched the episode 1 Black Mamba thing of like what was it, SM Culture Universe, something like that. It was like I don't know, but it was a whole movie. It was fascinating. I am intrigued and I am excited. I know they dropped music video teasers for this. I have not watched them. I wanted to go into this blind. I wanted to watch the lore situation, the lore side of things, because I found that really interesting. But in terms of the actual song and music video itself, I kind of wanted to go in as completely blind as possible and just be blown away. So I avoided those, but I'm excited. Let's get into it. As I understand it, this is just like a digital single. It would be nice, SM, if at some point we could have an album from the girls. Whether it's like a full mini album or a full album or a single album, I don't really care. I'm not fussy. But it would be nice to have something like, you know, like a physical copy of something at some point. Just saying, maybe, if you feel like it. But it's fine. At least we can enjoy these music videos. I make absolutely no promises that I'm going to be able to keep up with whatever the hell is going to happen in this music video. But what I can promise you is I'm going to bop. I'm going to probably, most likely, enjoy the song and the music video. And just generally have a good time. So let's do this. aespa, Next Level, 3, 2, 1, go. Hi Queens, how you doing? Wow.
I'm on the next level, yeah. 절대적으로를 지켜 내 손을 놓지 마라. 결속은 나의 무기. 광야로 걸어가. 알아 내 home ground. 위협에 맞서서 제껴라. 상상도 못한 blackout. 유혹은 깊고 진해. Too hot.
She looks so good in the bright red hair.
I'm on the next level. 저 너머의 문을 열어. Next level. 널 결국엔 내가 부셔. Next
Whoa.
level. 스모에 탈 때까지 next level. 지켜라.
Okay, switch it up one time, sure.
I see the new info. 적대적인 고난과 슬픔. 널 덮아 벤진화시켜. That's my novice, it's my novice.
Oh, the snakes.
We follow. 감정들을 배운다. Watch me while I make it out. Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while I make it out. Watch me while I work it out. Work it.
This slaps. You better sing. Woo. Let's go, Winter. Woo.
Beat drop. Novice calling. 절대로 뒤를 돌아보지 마라. 광야의 곁을 내지 마라. 약속이 깨지면
Hey.
수 없게 돼. 언제부턴가 불어내지 않은 신호. 널 파괴하고 말 거야. Come on, show me
Oh, the growl.
some more. Yeah. 만들어낸 광각 quest. aespa idol 분리시켜 먹길 원해. 그래 중심을 잃고 목소리도 잃고 비난받고 사람들과 멀어지는 착각 속에 난 미술이 아이들을 불러봐. aespa의 next level pulse를 열어봐. 이건 real world 깨어났어. We against the feeling. What's the name?
Hey.
결국 난 문을 열어.
That is so addictive. Yeah, Giselle is 100% my bias. Okay. Okay. You know, I thought when it started, I was like, oh, this feels so SM. Like, just so very SM, right? And then when we got to that switch up, I was like, yep. That is 100% like an SM trademark. It's just randomly switching up the song for some section of the song where it suddenly feels like a completely different song. That's, yeah, very, very SM. I feel like... But interestingly, I feel like it's something we see more with their boy groups than we do with their girl group. And I like that we're seeing it with the girl group. That makes me happy. Because don't get me wrong, like, Red Velvet has pulled some interesting switches up in their songs and stuff like that, but I feel like for me personally anyway, from my perspective, from my perception, Red Velvet's musical identity feels actually quite different from like the rest of the SM artists' kind of musical identity. And that isn't to say that all of those other groups have like the same musical identity. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. It just, their respective musical identities seem more in line with each other, whereas Red Velvet seems kind of a little bit more removed. Like, they feel kind of like a slightly different entity. That's just my personal perception of what I have heard so far from a bunch of SM artists. Bearing in mind, I've heard quite a lot, so I feel like, you know, that opinion isn't formed on nothing, but I just think it's really cool that aespa's music is... How do I word this in a way that sounds like how I'm actually trying to say it? aespa's music feels like it's being produced in a way that makes them feel like they're musically being treated on the same level as like NCT and Super M and EXO and stuff. And that isn't to say that the other groups is like you know, like Red Velvet's music isn't quality, because it obviously is, but I don't know, it feels like aespa's part of the gang a bit more. Does that make any sense? Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I feel like both with Black Mamba and with this, there's something that just feels very, very SM about it, but it's very SM boy group kind of vibes. Not that it sounds like a boy group song, but just that it has similarities in structure and experimentalism, sure, as like a lot of like NCT stuff, for example. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. I'm talking myself around in circles. Regardless, I loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. As a song, like that shit's going on my gym playlist. Ooh, that's gonna be a good time at the gym. That song comes on, I'm gonna feel like the baddest bitch at the gym, and it's gonna be great. That hook is so addictive, that I'm on the next level. Like, that is so addictive. And then that switch up, like, with the vocals. Like, I know they can sing. Obviously, they're SM artists. Like, I know they can sing. I know, like, oh, but Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I also like, just in terms of the music video itself, Obviously very, very cool. Looks awesome. Again, a very SM feeling music video in its kind of futuristicness and the sets and the kind of camera work and everything. It feels very, very SM and I love it. But I like that we see a little bit more of the avatars in this one, because that was one thing that I had a question mark about. I mean, there were a couple of things I had a question mark about with Black Mamba, but that was one thing with the music video that I had a question mark about, where there was all this hype about the avatars, and then I think we saw Winter's for like half a second, and then the only other one we saw was Karina's. Obviously, she had a little bit more. But that was kind of all we saw. We didn't see the other two, and it was like a very small part of the music video. And I was like, you had all of this hype about this going into it, and then you barely showed it in that music video. So I like that we see more from it. Obviously, I understand that it's probably very, very, very expensive to animate those, especially in a music video where there's music going on and you probably want to have them do choreo and stuff. Like, yeah, that's a lot. But still, it's nice that we get to see some more of it, and we get to see the others as well. It's not just the two of them. So that was awesome. Like I said, I don't know shit about the story. I really don't. I do not have the brain capacity to sit down and start making theories about this. But I love the song. I love the music video, and I'm gonna go through it again. Let's do this. Also, yeah, like I said, Giselle, 100%. My bias. She came through on that rap verse, and I was like, yes, finally, thank you. Like, I just needed like that one like real good rap verse. That was all I needed. That also, I'm sorry to keep drawing comparisons to the SM boy groups. Jesus Christ, that took me way too much time to get out. But that reminds me of the from NCT's Resonance. Like that's it. That's all I wanted to say. That red hair, I swear to God. Stunning. I love how kind of understated the production is here. Also, I like that echoing vocal chop there. This song is so weird. I love it. I see the new info. That's my novice, it's my novice. You lead, we follow. 감정들을 배운다. Watch me while I make it out. Watch me while I work it out. Watch me while I make it out. Watch me while I work it out. Work it, work it, work it out. Her voice, I love that. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. I love that she says beat drop and it basically does the opposite of what you're expecting it to do. It's so good. It makes me so happy. Beat drop. And then like the jazziness of it with the piano and everything. Ooh. Winter's voice. The growl. I loved it. Oh, I love this back and forth between Giselle and Karina. It's great. And I love that the callback to Black Mamba there. and then it goes to her eye, but instead of going dark like it did in Black Mamba, it like almost goes clear. Like that's just a nice little touch. And then we go back to this. This song is a wild ride and I love it. It's so much fun. Like, how can you not have fun listening to this? You're just like, where are we going now? That's so freaking catchy. Huh. Huh. That was so cool. Like, I don't even know what else to say. That was just so cool. I had so much fun with that. Watching it, listening to it. That was great. I cannot wait to go to the gym and listen to that song and have the most absolute fantastic time doing it. That's gonna be great. Anyway, I have no idea what else to say after that, but that was so cool. I'm gonna just end this one here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.